It's a good way to start part 2. Jesus. Lambo in blue looks good. Looks like they're from PQ Performance. Those wheels though. It's like the size of calipers are huge, man. Crazy. Beautiful. Beautiful E30. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Of course, there's Lambos and I'm here freaking stuck in the S chassis. Never apologize for that. It's amazing. Look at that. Aging very nicely. Aging very, very nicely.
No, Filipino time I was showing. That's the best 46.
Beautiful. R33 making its appearance. Jesus. EG. Oh, hubcaps just lowered.
It's not really like
Beautiful. Very nice. Hey, I actually like Mazdas. I think they're pretty smooth, smooth lines in some of them. 836 in this violet. I love the color. The E90, E92 generation is just slick. I think it's gonna age very, very well. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's old, and it's a pretty old car, you know. They're 08, 09, 010, 2010. So that's like 14 years. It doesn't look outdated.
It's usually this early in the morning. It's the gym that will.
Beautiful.
okay. Oh, hey, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Very cool. So the lot is definitely getting full. Let's check out some other cars on this side to see what we run into. As you guys know, we like all types of cars here, so we don't discriminate. I guess the only thing we discriminate against is stock cars. Do something to your cars, modify them, make them worse than they were from factory. We approve of all of that. Beautiful. So yeah, they got really packed. I think Breekie has done a great job on making sure that every time they host here, it's a good turnout. They did a great job on getting the caution signs out. I'm not sure if that's something that they have permission to do, but they're doing it, and it seems to be helping with the airflow or traffic flow, I should say. You're not alone, sir. You're not alone. I want to import 10 of them. Beautiful Porsche. Still looking for parking. 997.2. I think this is electric, if I'm not mistaken, or am I mistaken? What is it? I know it has a Liberty Walk by body. I think it's electric. See, I'm not into the electric things. I saw that bug over there. I'm like, I want to go check out the bug. But yeah, this Integra rolled by. Beautiful. Morning, fellas. Cool. Getting there. Love it. Somebody had mentioned that a long time ago. I was like, hey, does anybody ever actually say thanks when you say nice car or you say good morning? I'm like, most people don't. I think part of it is just they're in their own little world. I don't think they're trying to be disrespectful or anything. They're just, I know, it's kind of hard to defend when like we make eye contact and I'm like, good morning, and they just go about their way. But I guess I've done it myself, probably, or at least I try not to do it, but maybe I have. See where I get into this. You gotta lower it, sir. Great looking cars. I think that they're good. They're like the new 240s, and you see them everywhere. They get trashed and then they get, you know, people will get rid of them. There's a lot of aftermarket support for them. I like them though overall. Would I get one for myself? I don't think I would, and the reason why is because it depends on what I want, right? If I want a sedan, like this would be a perfect car for a sedan family car. It got power, look great. Look at that. just the coupe version. It's just so beautiful. That V8 though, dude, that stance on it. Oh, that stance is so great. So I think if I was to get a 2-door, it would have to be something, I don't know. I mean, aside from the Porsche, obviously, but I think it would be something cool to have, like even an MRS Spider. Like I'm not really into the newest, but like an MRS Spider would be cool. The 2 doors, they're not super fast, but I'm okay with it. Even MR2, this generation, boxiness. But before we get to the MR2, let's get into this beautiful thing. Volkswagen. Just maybe 60s, does it have the year? At least the way I learned to differentiate them. The rear light. The rear lights are smaller, so it has to be pre-70s. And then in the 70s, I think they started making the lights a little bit bigger. Absolutely beautiful. Yep, if you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. So I'm originally from Mexico City, and they used to, you know, when I was there back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I should say no, I wasn't there in the early 2000s, I lied. In the 90s. I grew up there in the 90s. Like they actually still use these cars a lot as transportation, taxis and things like that. My uncle had a few of them, one of my uncles, and obviously now they moved away from them. They use more like the newer Sentras, and then now they're using, I wouldn't be surprised if they're using Teslas. But that car, it just holds so much sentimental value just on the experiences. One time we got pulled over, my uncle tried running a red light, which I don't know how you try that. Now that I know what I know about cars, like why would you try to outrun an orange light on a bug? And there was 9 of us inside the car. Yes, safety was not taken into consideration. So when we got pulled over, the officer was like, hey, you know, you just ran over the red light. He's like, I didn't pay attention. He's like, you have a slow car, how can you not pay attention? But anyways, then they started going back and forth about how much, I don't know if you guys know this about Mexico, but it's a little corrupt. So they're like, hey, we're not going to impound the car, and we're not going to give you a ticket for all the people that are here, you know, unsafely. But yeah, they were negotiating how much money the officer was going to get under the table to let us go, which is fascinating. As what was it, maybe like 6-7 years old. It's just fascinating to learn that we did something wrong, and now we're gonna pay off the guy who's supposed to implement the right thing by doing something wrong again. I guess they were happy we got let go of. He was happy. He made probably more than he would have made in one day of hard-earned work. He did it in one little fine, and yeah, it's a good time. Beautiful Integra right-hand drive. Oof, beautiful. So yeah, I thought that's one of the core memories I have from the BWs. Beautiful DA, man. I love it, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love, man. Seriously. This car, if I'm not mistaken, Marvin from Super Street was asking about last time. It was like, hey, do you know who drives this car? And I was like, no. But I was able to find him through some other DA dudes. And yeah, within like 2 minutes, we were able to find him. But yeah, those are the memories that I have of the VW. You know, I have a whole bunch of other ones. That was just happens to be one of the funniest ones where, you know, you get pulled over instead of like you don't panic. You just say, well, it sucks. How much am I going to have to pay out of pocket to, you know, be able to be released? Now, I've never been inside one of these ones, and I've never really thought much of them. But now they're growing on me. They look like little Lego cars. I've always been of the bus. My other uncle, another completely uncle, he, for whatever reason, loved the VW buses, so he had a lot of them. But he had a lot of the 70s. They were just more affordable back then. And they're still the more affordable version to this day. Beautiful. Wow. This is it, man. Look at that. 59. Those cat eyes, though. Those cat eyes. Just, that's classy right there. Very, very, very classy. American muscle. I love it. So, my uncle had a whole bunch of VW buses, and I just remember being in the back of the bus. I thought it was one of the coolest things, just to be inside a bus, man. And obviously manual, because you know they're all manual, and it was just a cool experience. Now looking back, I think about like the example that I'm setting for my nephews and nieces. Like today, like I always tell you guys, not everything's about cars. Hopefully In-N-Out doesn't complain. I guess they're open already. They are open. So early for a burger, but okay. And so now I think back and I'm like, man, they implemented. They were a big part of my life growing up, and now I get to do that to, I guess, my nephews and nieces and my son. Even my son sometimes looks at the videos and he just stares at the camera. And I'm like, he recognizes me, huh? And my wife's like, I think so. He looks at the screen, looks at me, looks at the screen, looks at me. Oh, this is funny. But yeah, now, you know, I'm thinking about it, and like for instance, like I said, my niece has a performance today. She's in band, and I'm gonna dip out of this place early because I want to go and see her. I want to go take pictures of her marching. Like extremely proud of her. Like she's done way more stuff that I did at her age. You know, I was too busy doing nonsense, and to see her, and now it's crazy because when she was born I was a senior in high school, and now for her to be in high school, it's like, where did time go? Because I still feel young. I don't know about some of you guys, but I still feel young. Just my body reminds me that that's not the case. But in my mind I'm like, what do you mean? I just turned 18. It's like, nah sir, you're more than 18 now. Speaking of something that's more than 18 years old but it still looks brand new. You guys like that transition, huh? Yeah, I know. Nice. Perfect wheel specs. Nice color too. I want to check out these 992. Oh man. Well, for now we just dream. For now we just dream. That's all I can say. Part of growing up from a very budget type of family is that you do have that sense of, see, like the Ferrari's cool, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. I don't know what it is, it's cool. I'm assuming it's, I would assume it's more expensive than the Porsche. I don't know. I just like the shape of this one. Part of growing up, oh nice TSX though, with the Riga Masters. Part of growing up, I guess, more of a humble beginnings is it's that luxury, and I'm gonna use the word luxury, to desire to get better. And what I mean by that is, when you don't have everything, you wake up in the morning thinking like, damn dude, I'm gonna work hard to achieve X, Y, and Z. That, like, in itself is pretty cool. People that have everything from the get-go, and they just point at things, and money doesn't mean anything to them, and they just get things for free, I think eventually, I'm not saying that they're unhappy, by no means. I think eventually it just becomes like, well, I didn't work for this. Like, what is it? You know, like there's no sense of satisfaction. I could be wrong. I'm speaking out of my own experience, and that's the reason why I really like more of the older cars, just because I feel like there's so much room for improvement. Sometimes we make them worse than they should be, but that's okay. That's part of modifying a car, I guess. Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed that coverage. It got a little drizzly, and then I started talking to my friend Pedro Pita, and yeah, time went fast before I knew it. I didn't even see Ferrari. Yeah, he's barely leaving there. So many cars came by, I didn't even see Ferrari. It's wild. But yeah, time to go home. Well, actually no, time to go show some support to my niece. She's marching today, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll go well. and then go home. All right, appreciate the love and the support. Like I said, feedback is always welcome. I know we've been dealing with a lot of audio issues. I think I'm getting better now with the medium on. I ended up getting the GoPro medium on, and then with the wireless mics, I think with this medium on now, hopefully that has been resolved. But yeah, it's always something. But overall, we're pretty good. Thank you for the love and the support, seriously, guys, and can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, everyone. Thank you, Breekiecarclub, for hosting. Awesome event for sure. Peace out.